What is up, guys? Online coach here. Got Tankster back here. We are gonna do a Q&A video here. I posted something on Instagram asking for questions, and I told you I would answer them in the next video. So I have some footage of a couple of our Deload workouts. I'm gonna play that for you so you guys don't get bored. Have something to look at visually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through. There's 180 something questions that you guys posted, so I'm gonna go through them pretty quick. I'm gonna try to keep it under 15 minutes for this video. So I'm gonna go through. I got my iPad mini here, and I'm gonna go through the questions, skim through it. I'm gonna choose the ones that I think that will best benefit the general crowd. Best questions, pretty much. So let's get started. First question here is from Alton RF, Instagram user. When bodybuilding, would you work out proportions first or overall size? I would work on both. I mean, both should be your priority when you're bodybuilding. When it comes to bodybuilding, they look at, overall symmetry, size, and just being that overall complete package. So I wouldn't leave any stones unturned. I would focus on both. Okay, so a good program, a good complete balanced program, good split, hitting all muscle groups weekly would get that done. Same guy, Alton RF, where do you get your tanks? You're probably talking about, the stringers. I get them at either, Gold's Gyms, or you can go on Gold's Gym's website and order directly from their site. They got more to choose from. This question is from Kush Works. At the Online Coach, how long should you cut for? Alright, this is going to vary based on each individual, your goal, your current body fat percentage, and where your maintenance calories, your metabolic capacity is at in the beginning of your cut. Everybody has their limit. Everybody has their everybody has their limit based on their current body fat percentage and their metabolic capacity. So, I mean, you should have kind of a calorie limit of how low you want to bring, how low you want to push your body. Okay, I mean, generally these are just numbers. I mean, for a female, unless you're competing, 1,500 calories is pretty low for a normal person, normal female not competing. If you have to push it past that limit, lower than that, to get on stage, to get that stage conditioning, then go for it. But 1,500 calories for a normal female not competing, and for a male, and also there's so many variations that, so many variables based, the person's age, height, weight. Just look up what your maintenance calories should be at, and I wouldn't go to such a drastic caloric deficit if you're not competing. But the second that your calories get too low and you're on the high end of cardio, 7 days a week, 6 days a week, then I would kind of assess your cut. You don't want to get to those low calorie numbers and rely on cardio. So at that point, you would probably reverse diet and build up your metabolic capacity.
I have a good question, guys. It's from D_Bowden. He asked, what's a good way to increase grip strength? I would say those grip clamps.
This is what you've been doing, right?
Yeah, I've been trying to build my grip strength. So I've been using grip clamps. I bought some fat grips. You can use those. I like to use those on pull motions mainly, not really a push. So I can increase that grip strength, and just that width of how much of a width it increases the bar, it just adds to my grip strength. And also I like to do reverse curls. That'll really work good on your forearms and build your grip strength.
Good question here. And by the way, Tankster's grip has been improving a lot. He went from baby grip to man grip real quick. So, alright, this question is from Monique Lemus. Monique_Lemus. Hi, Lonely Coach. Currently, I'm doing Jim Wendler 531 program. What's another deadlift progression program I can do when I get bored? I hear a lot about 5x5. Thanks. Another couple good powerlifting programs, I would say. Check out Brandon Lilly's The Cube Method, and then there's also Westside Barbell. I've actually tried both of them, and there's definitely things that I like about both of them, and then there's some stuff that I dislike. So I would try out both of them and just go with the one that fits you best. Okay. MFresh24. Lonely Coach, what up, Coach? When doing a mini cut to clean up some body fat, how aggressive do you go? 500 to 600 calories for maintenance. How much cardio to start with? All right, so a mini cut, and I'm gonna assume that you were bulking and you were trying to stay somewhat fairly lean, and you put on a little bit of body fat and you want to just, like you said, clean up. With my philosophy with the mini cuts, they should be short and sweet, in and out really quick. So I would hit it pretty aggressive around. I started with 1,000 calorie deficit and then like medium cardio. So you still leave yourself some room to play, some more days to add in. So try 1,000 calories. A mini cut shouldn't last more than like 6 weeks.
Here's a question from Alton RF again. What shows are tested and untested? And do the people who compete in the untested shows all juice? From what I heard from Raymond, INBA, that's natural. So they do test. And then for NPC, I believe he told me they do not do drug testing. So the people in NPC, some do juice, from what I heard, and there are some individuals who do not. And I'm not too sure about IFBB Pro.
Yeah, it's not drug tested.
It's not drug tested.
IFBB, NPC, they're not drug tested. So you have the chance of competing with enhanced athletes. You'll never know. You know what I mean? But I guess that's not what the sport's about. You just bring your best in your competition with yourself. So. Tons of questions, guys. I'm just trying to find the best ones and not have this video too damn long.
I have one question from Aize24, AIZE24. What's the ratio of macro breakdown while cutting? It depends on their certain goals and how they want to approach the cut. It's different for everyone, so it's not going to be the same.
Okay, question here from Doan R6. Going to failure, should you never do it or just do it once in a while? In the past couple of years, my training philosophy has changed. I used to go to failure. I used to do supersets, drop sets, and my whole goal was just to smoke myself. And if I wasn't smoked, I wasn't getting a good workout. And so these past couple of years, I've been staying away from failure. Okay. The whole failure thing, I believe, is just training smarter. Okay. You can train to failure. Say it's your last movement, last set, then that's when me and Tankster will train to failure. But the rest of our workout, especially the first movements, we stay away from failure. We train at 8.5 to a 9, sometimes a 9.5 RP on the RPE scale, meaning we have half a rep in the tank or 1 rep in the tank. Most of the time we're leaving 1 rep in the tank. And the way you have to look at the failure thing is if you had two identical people, okay, and they have, let's say, a push day, a push workout, they're training with the same exact weight, the strength levels are the same. If you have the first guy training failure on each set and the second guy training to an RP of 9, who do you think is going to continue to lift optimally with the most weight throughout the rest of the workout? Okay, you know when you hit failure, you're pretty fatigued. The next set you're just smoked. Okay, so in the long run, I'm not going to go too in depth about it, but who do you think is going to lift the most volume, the most weight throughout that whole workout? The guy that's not going to failure, and he's going to an RP of 9. So to keep it simple, just think of that. Just let it simmer. But it also helps you with your recovery. Your recovery is going to be a lot better if you're avoiding that failure threshold. So let's see. Alt and RF. We have like 50 questions, my dude.
You want to go about 40%. That was like
Appreciate it.
lower.
Got about 4 minutes. Let's see. Do you need this question is from Training Freak 1? Do you need creatine to see results? Definitely no. I mean, supplements are not necessary to see gains, to see progress. I mean, but they do help. You know, supplements are to supplement your diet that's on point. I don't even recommend supplements until you have a good grasp on nutrition and your nutrition is on point. You know you're doing your best at the nutrition level. Creatine is a good supplement. I highly recommend it. 5 grams of monohydrate daily, and that's it. Keep it simple, but you don't need creatine to see results. It may help. I look at supplements as luxury items. I mean, you can get pretty damn good progress results from just eating really good, having your nutrition on point. So, got any? All right. How would you increase any of the this is from Young Fit Life. How would you increase any of the big 3 lifts if you're struggling in one lift, but your other 2 overpower them? My bench max is 135, but can squat 275 and deadlift 330. I would say add more frequency to that, to the lift, your bench press. Hit it twice a week. Maybe have a hypertrophy day with more volume, and then one day as a strength day with lower reps, hitting lower rep ranges and just taxing that nervous system. So, frequency, how often you train it.
Here's a question from John, the Human. What deadlift is your favorite and most effective? We've been liking sumos lately, and they both hit the hamstrings and glutes, but both has pros and cons. And as you can see, Raymond mentioned last couple of videos about Albert Nunez, his past videos he posted that really explains the difference between the two.
Yeah, he did a really good video. Check out 3DMJ's YouTube. Alberto did a really good video distinguishing the difference, the pros and the cons on the conventional and the sumo. Where do you shop at, either for casual or workout clothes? 30 seconds. Alright, we're gonna tell you guys. I posted it before, guys. But the shorts, the sweats, everything that me and Tex are off, we go to H&M. Okay? So Quest Aesthetics. What type of work did you do before you became the online coach? I mean, I was a personal trainer at different gyms. I've worked sales at different gyms. But right before that, I was a farmer's insurance agent. I had my license selling insurance. So a lot of it has been sales, but I've had a good mix of fitness-related jobs. I've managed the vitamin shop for a year, so I got some pretty good knowledge on supplements and herbs and minerals, all that stuff. That is it, guys. That's all the time we have. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys like this type of video, comment below and we will do another one. Peace.